I had my colors done professionally about 2 months ago, and I have been sitting on that information for about 2 months now, and I'm going to tell you all about it today. Hello, I'm Christine, and this is Christine Says a Lot. I will admit to being influenced to have my colors professionally done because I wanted to expand the colors I had in my wardrobe. I knew what season I was for the past 4 decades, I think, and I found that I was wearing the same couple of colors over and over and over again. And my wardrobe, if you follow the channel, my self-made clothes were hodgepodge, not really going together. Now, I follow Whitney from Tomcat Stitchery, and I had a little wardrobe envy going on. Yes, she sews beautifully, and she's a much quicker sewist than I am. But what I was envying was how well everything went together, how cohesive her wardrobe is, and I wanted that for me. So I went into this thinking, I want to have a wardrobe that's cohesive, I want to be really put together, and I want to be using more colors for my season than those that I've used. So I have loads of clothes that are either gray or black, which is not that exciting because I knew that I was a winter and those were obvious winter colors. Have you had your colors professionally done? I'd love to hear about your experience. And if you've been on the fence and you've been thinking about having your colors done, I'd be really interested to know on why you might want to have your colors done. Let's all talk in the comments below and learn from each other. You may ask me, how do you know you are a winter? Well, I think it was about 11 and my friend Kelly Woodworth was 12, and Kelly bought the book, Color Me Beautiful, studied it very closely, and she came over to our house and she was telling me and my sisters what our season was. And I have been following that religiously since that day for about 40 years, the time I've been responsible for choosing my own colors in my own garments. And I was in for a bit of a surprise. I got my results back from Color Guru and I opened it up and quickly scanned because I wanted to get right to the color chart, and I was amazed. I did not come out as a winter. I came out as a calm autumn. You could have knocked me over, and I'm going to admit my first instinct was, I want my money back, because I know this is not true. I have shopped and I have carefully chosen clothes for the last 40 years as a winter, and that was my identity. That's what I thought I was, and I knew how those colors affected my face. And I thought, just like Sarah from Naughty Gnome Crafts, she says her husband had told her, I think it was about her body typing. Well, Sarah, you did pay a professional to tell you what would look good, and maybe you ought to take it in some. So I took Sarah's husband's advice and I decided I'm going to sit with this some. And then I began to read the report and began to believe a little bit. I saw how my face without makeup looked with the different colorings that Color Guru puts behind your photo. And I had to admit, I was looking much better in the colors that were warmer and that were deeper in nature. So I thought, okay, I'm going to give this a real shot. I'm still sticking with this. I'm going to need to put aside my belief that I'm a winter and test this out. So one of the first things that I did was I changed my makeup. I had used a foundation with a pink undertone. I was using grays, bright reds, and pinks that ran on the bluer color tone. So I went out and I purchased some more makeup and I found I liked it. Who knew, right? And then I started thinking some more on my color and color theory, and I had this aha moment that a lot of you at home watching this are probably shaking your head. My aha moment was when I realized that I have been basing what I'm wearing, the makeup I was using, off of the advice of a 12-year-old over 40 years ago. Crazy, right? Now, I did notice and see a difference in how those winter colors close to my face changed how my face looked. But since I had been doing that for so long, I thought that was the right way. And to be honest, I was so convinced in my knowledge and the power that I was a winter, I never even tried to wear colors that were in the warmer color family. I did not wear orange, despite going to 2 universities that had orange as their color. I did not wear peaches and corals. I stayed far away from these colors because I was a winter, or so I thought. So I've missed out a little bit on having the more flattering colors. Now, I want to straight up say, if you are happy wearing colors, you should wear the colors that make you happy. For me, I wanted to wear things that were more flattering. What I did not realize is the effect that I was seeing from the winter colors was not a flattering effect. It was making certain features of my face stand out more, and I thought that's what it was supposed to do. I thought that's what colors were all about. And it wasn't until I saw the effect of wearing the colors of a calm autumn that made my face seem in harmony and everything together, as opposed to striking contrast, which was what I was seeing from the winter colors. So for me, I'm happy that I paid the money to have my color assessment done. Now, there are several vlogs out there with really in-depth detail on color theory. I am by far no expert. If I have learned anything through this process, it is that I am not an expert, and that just having a little bit of knowledge does not make you an expert on color theory. I'm going to link below some videos that other sewn vloggers have put out who are in different seasons of their experience with doing a color analysis. But basically, this is what is involved with a color analysis when you're not going in person. I use Color Guru, so I'm just going to tell you the basics of what was involved in submitting for my color analysis, and it was really quick. I took several photos in natural light of my face without makeup, and they wanted to have a couple of the photos that would clearly show your eye color. And I'm going to get back to eye color because that was where I saw one of the most dramatic changes with changing my makeup. So I took the photos. I think I did about 6 or 8 photos. I answered a questionnaire, and some of the questions included: what color are your eyes? What color was your hair as a child? And do you burn easily? And there were more questions other than that, but those are the ones I can remember. So I completed my questionnaire, I attached my photos, I submitted payment, and I used Whitney's discount code, which I think was Tomcat10, to get a 10% discount, and I paid it and sent it off. I got a pretty quick email back saying they would like a couple more photos because some of my photography wasn't the best. So I went outside, took a few more photos, attached it, and sent it back. And I think within 24 hours or 48 hours, I had my results. I told you about my initial result of, I want my money back. This is my laminated color card and has all of the colors in my Calm Autumn family. And on the back of the card, it has some suggested combinations along with what some of my best neutrals are, which are cream, olive green, and classic navy. Colors to avoid are bright blue and gray, and then some jewelry recommendation. So this is going to be very helpful for choosing out colors that will be good for me. Now, I did buy a few things to try out the new colors, and I wanted to show you this olive green jacket, or more show you the fabric. And this is where I have seen a big difference with my eye color. I have hazel eyes, and one of the questions on the questionnaire was, what color are your eyes? And when I answered the question, I said, I have hazel eyes. They look brown in most of the photos, but they really can go green, or they're just really hazel color eyes. And that is where I saw the difference, because now that I'm wearing my colors, my eyes are standing out much more than when I was wearing the winter colors, while my whole face just seems to be in harmony. That is the only way I can explain it, because as you know, I am not a color professional. I just feel really good wearing my colors. So I got a couple of new items. I'm really happy with it, and I'm happy with my results. So I want to circle back to what I've learned. In addition to learning the colors that really suit me, I've learned some things to stay away from. That I should stay away from bright blue and gray. Now I have a load of gray in my wardrobe, and it's kind of clicking now where I have some garments that I sewed that I liked the design of the garment itself, but I wasn't reaching for it as much because I just didn't feel as great wearing it. And you know, that could be why. I am not going to do anything as irresponsible as get rid of all my clothes, but as I go forward, I'm going to be sewing with my colors. And that is leading me to sewing a capsule wardrobe for summer and spring. Mainly for summer, because summer hits hard and fast here in South Carolina. So I feel a little bit like I need to start new and start fresh. I did purchase a few items when I was trying out to see was I really a calm autumn, and I'm loving my new items like this top, which is rhubarb. That's my signature color, and who wouldn't want a signature color called rhubarb? So I feel like I need to start anew and start fresh, and so I have some simple plans that will be quick, easy makes to start a summer wardrobe for myself. I've purchased some fabrics in my color family and a couple of new patterns to make this capsule wardrobe. So please stay tuned for that. I'm hoping to get the video out on Wednesday. I haven't filmed it yet, so it'll be coming soon. I am so happy that I had my colors done, and I am looking forward to sewing a very cohesive wardrobe. This is what YouTube thinks you'd like to see next.